Yeah.
Well, okay, it's week 3 of the Fast and the Furious review series, whatever you want to call it. This week, the number 3, the third movie in the series, Tokyo Drift.
Ready. Set up.
Go! It's called drifting.
What do you mean, drift?
The cars are lighter. Tires are slick. When you drift, if you ain't out of control, you ain't in control.
Said to be the worst one in the series. Find out if I agree or not. I just want to say stay till the end of this video, because I got a little thing I want to get you guys involved in and maybe start a new kind of thing on this channel. Anyways, we'll get to that at the end. So stick around or just fast forward to the end if you want to skip this boring ass review, because it's going to suck. So anyways, this movie stars a bunch of no-names. A guy named Sean. He's from Alabama. But he's moved around a lot. He's always getting in trouble with racing. Always has to do with racing cars. So then finally, his mom just can't move him around anymore. She doesn't want to move. So she sends him to live with... Why am I still holding this up? You can't even see it. She sends her son Sean to live with his dad in, you guessed it, where is it? Tokyo. In Tokyo. So he goes to live in Tokyo, and of course, gets involved in the car racing scene there. He, of course, like in all movies, he meets a girl, but then this girl ends up being the girlfriend of the bad guy in the movie. So anyways, as he goes to race the bad guy, he's like, I'll take you. Turns out to be drifting. Sean is not used to drifting at all. He doesn't know how to do it. He's like never even heard of it. And before this, he befriends Bow Wow. Little Bow Wow, remember him? He befriends him, and then they go to that. And then he befriends another guy named Han. Han is friends with DK, Drift King. Okay, I'm getting confusing now, aren't I? Yes, Drift King is the bad guy. He goes by DK. Han is his business partner. And he befriends Han. Sean befriends Han. And they become friends. That's what befriending is. What am I talking about? I'm trying to do this in one take, so get off my back, alright? So anyways, Han decides that he'll teach Sean to drift as long as he's kind of in business with him. And against his dad's rules, too. Sean's dad says no racing, has to be home at a certain time, has to only go to school, blah, blah, blah. So anyways, this movie focuses on drifting and stuff. And fortunately, they wreck a lot of nice cars in this movie, including an RX-7 with like a $15,000 body kit, which is pretty unfortunate. Why would they do such a thing? They did that. They ruined quite a lot of cars. I don't even know. I don't even know. But anyways, check this movie out. Tokyo Drift. It's not as bad as a lot of people say. I would say that this is my third favorite in the series. So second least favorite. My least favorite is probably Too Fast, Too Furious. It's not a bad movie. Just probably my least favorite. This one, I just hate the main character. The guy who plays the main character is an awful actor. Why did he have to be some random Alabama guy? I guess they're trying to put emphasis on the fact that he's American, but it's just, the guy is a bad actor. He's got the worst teeth, and that's all you can notice throughout the movie, and the girl would not be, like, going towards him. She'd be like, oh, no, get away. But what can I say? People really hated this movie, but it made sense because drifting was very popular. This is when it was becoming like really, really popular, mainstream popular. I guess it was popular before this, but this is when everyone was like really getting into it. Another thing I didn't like about this movie is they just emphasize drifting so much. There's a scene where Sean and Han are running away from DK and his posse, and instead of just driving straight, they're like drifting around all these pillars and stuff when they have a clear course to just drive straight. And then they're in the streets and they can be driving in one open lane, but no, they're drifting throughout cars and stuff. And I know it's a movie, but come on. I'm just too logical of a thinker for this. So when you watch this movie, do not think logically, because you're just not going to enjoy yourself. That's one thing that I just could not stand, aside from the main character. It's probably one of the only things that just bothered me. It's like, okay, we get it's a drifting movie, but you don't have to drift around everything. You would get away from the person who's trying to kill you much faster if you just drove instead of trying to drift around corners. Like, come on, chill out. So anyways, I advise checking this movie out. There is a little special cameo appearance at the end of the movie. I won't say who it is, and please don't comment for those of you who have seen it. But anyways, you'll maybe see him if you've seen the other movies, and that kind of gave it away, but I don't really care because you're going to watch the movie anyways, right? Right. So, Tokyo Drift. Check it out. The thing I want to start, I think I'll start this. Probably should talk to other people on the channel, but it doesn't really impede anything, and we have some open days. So what I want to do is recommendations from you guys. You guys leave comments on any video, really, the most recent video, preferably from the past week, and or even just Mondays. Maybe the other people don't want them. So on Mondays, leave a comment saying a movie you want to recommend us to recommend. We're gonna have I'll make a video once a week, bi-weekly, called Viewer's Choice or something like that. I don't know, something along those lines. And I'll have a list of them. I'll be like, check this movie out, and I'll give it like a one-line summary of the movie or whatever. Try not to be like, hey, check out Avatar, check out Harry Potter. Try and get some movies that aren't as well known. Like, I know I'm reviewing Fast and Furious, but maybe some movies that aren't really, really well known. And I think that'll be fun. Maybe kind of, this sounded better earlier. I thought I had another idea for it, but maybe not. So if you're down for that, leave some movies that you'd like recommended. And we'll throw your username in there, so don't worry about that one. Tokyo Drift. Check it out.
You can't be me, I'm a